I never like to think of myself as a pornographer, but today we're doing some porno, food porno. Good morning, buenos dias, egunon.
Go that way.
Uh-oh, Marco, we're lost. We're not really lost. We know where we're going. We're heading from Vitoria-Gasteiz to the small but beautiful village of Hondarribia, right on the border with France. But first we have a little drive. We'll tell you more about why we're going to Hondarribia when we get there. Maybe if we stop driving around this roundabout.
Shut up.
We made it to the coast. Okay guys, welcome to Hondarribia. In my opinion, one of the most beautiful villages on the Basque Coast in all the Basque Country. Basically, it's on the Bidasoa River, which is the natural boundary between the French provinces on the north. There's 3 French Basque provinces and the 4 Spanish provinces on the south. We're meeting up with the local rowing team. Rowing in the Basque Country has a very interesting history. It's connected to their heritage as whalers. Anyways, we're gonna meet with Mikel from the local rowing club, who's gonna take us out on the water. Bien, encantado.
Viene un poco de la tradición de los pescadores del País Vasco. Cuando pescaban, la primera trinera que venía al puerto obtenía mejor precio por el pescado. Entonces ahí empezó a formarse una rivalidad y ya empezaron a apostar entre ellas y luego ya empezaron las competiciones.
Right, well, they're going back out to keep training, but nice way to start the morning. I would love to be on like one of those rowing teams, man.
I think it'd be great. It's all based in A, a tradition, and B, betting that you can do that sport better than your brother, your friends.
Competitive spirit, bro.
Oh, for sure. We're gonna go see the old town of Hondarribia right now. It's super beautiful, and then we're gonna go to a nice place for a little bit of lunch, of course. You ready for that?
Time to eat. Let's go.
Super beautiful.
Vamos, cariño. ¿Qué has silbado a ti cuando has pasado?
Birds. I like birds.
We're on our way to Bar Grand Sol in the Marina District. This is the old fisherman's quarter. Like we said, the rowing came from the Basques' tradition of whale hunting. But after they chased the whales to Scandinavia, Iceland, they started fishing codfish. And that has been the most important food source for the Basques for centuries. But first, we're gonna go to Bar Grand Sol, where a chef named Vicente Munoz is like cooking up some amazing creations. We're gonna try some pinchos that are just like blow your mind.
It's your mind blown.
Standing at a little wine barrel here, a glass of Chacolí white sparkling wine in my hand. Wow.
Soy Vicente Muñoz.
El bar que tenemos aquí es el Gran Sol y esto es Hondarribia, un pueblo pesquero, pero que bueno, que tiene monte, tiene ganado, puerta y estamos en un lugar privilegiado. Aquí los hombres iban de la mar, bebían mucho y luego llegaban a casa taraos. Así se inventó el tema del pincho, ¿no? Los bares empezaron a decir, oye, dame algo de comer. Pues eso se llamaba pincho, había unos palillos y de ahí ya se fue desarrollando hasta ahora, ¿no? El estilo de comida que hacemos es de recuerdos. Es una cocina acogida de mi madre y de mi amuna, pero yo le doy un toque personal, un toque diferente, un toque mío.
This is such a treat. Like, I don't even know where to begin with this. We have so much amazing food on the plate. Literally, this pincho is like covered in gold.
Okay, so here we have a modern interpretation of codfish. Codfish is the fish of the Basque Country. They fish codfish, and this took them all the way to Iceland and over to Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. So here we are. Ooh. It's really good. Wow.
This could quite possibly be the best pincho on the planet. Chipiron, which is squid, stuffed with foie gras, over a bed of rice that is cooked in a salsa made from the squid ink, covered in some aceite de perejil, little mayonnaise sauce. It's to die for. Best pincho, hands down.
Oye, pero pequeñita, ¿qué te pasa?
Oh my God.
Normal, es que la ves así.
Oye, oye, ¿qué pasa? A bailar, así. And that was the highlight of my trip. Wow, what a meal. What an incredible meal, bro.
And what cool people. I love how chefs are so passionate, and Vicente was super cool. We're feeling great. It's a Sunday. There's what they call in Spain, ambiente. There's people in the street.
Anyways, we're gonna hop in the car and head towards Pasaya. Pasaya is a big port on the other side of this mountain called Jaizkibel. Stay tuned, it's gonna be rad. I love this mountain. Monte Jaizkibel was like my favorite place to come because I had a road bike when I lived here and I would just come up here and cycle. It's like a 20-kilometer loop from San Sebastian, and this is one of the best places to ride a road bike. The day continues, the journey continues, the adventure continues here in Pasaya.
So Pasaya is one of the most important ports in the Basque Country. For centuries, it's been a major shipbuilding center. They constructed a huge portion of the Spanish Armada here. Right now, we're going to be taking a boat down to this museum where they are reconstructing a Basque ship from the 16th century, and it was discovered on the ground
In an interesting fashion, which we will tell you once we arrive. Permiso a abordar, señor.
Permiso concedido.
Boom. Permission to come aboard, sir. Permission granted. ¿Quiere casco?
Vale, eso es a ti.
Yeah.
Venga, vamos a seguir.
And we're off. After a very pleasant boat ride, we've arrived to an interesting place. Albaola, it's a shipbuilding factory.
This is a really, really interesting project. Basically, they're trying to rebuild a Basque whaling ship that was constructed in 1563 right here in this port. 2 years later, it went to Newfoundland, which is where some of the best fishing, the Grand Banks, is. It sunk.
So when it sank, it went to the bottom of the ocean. And hundreds of years later, archaeologists found the remains of this shipwreck, and it was in such good condition because the cold water preserved it that they were able to basically recreate the architectural design of the ship and now rebuilding the ship, the San Juan, that's over 500 years old.
Using the same techniques with wood from the forest here in Navarra. But the interesting hypothesis that stands behind all of this is that nobody truly knows when the Basques went first to North America. Did they get there before Columbus, but they kept it a secret because they found secret fishing grounds? It's a pretty interesting subject.
So we're gonna go meet the guys here and find out more.
We are in Albaola, where we are building a 16th century ship. We are in Pasaya, which is the home port of the San Juan. The San Juan was a whale ship that left this very port of Pasaya to go to Newfoundland in 1565 and never returned. It was lost for more than 400 years until the Canadian archaeologists found the wreck and they realized that it was by far the best preserved ship of the 16th century found to date. 15th, 16th century, Basques were leading the world of shipbuilding. When the need arose of going to Newfoundland, they were ready. They had the technology. There are many clues Basque had been there before Columbus, but there is no proof. Basque Maritime identity has been neglected and we are trying to revive it. It's easy to feel proud of such a ship.
I think the coolest thing about this project is that once they make this ship, they're gonna sail it from here to Newfoundland across the North Atlantic. So, guys, if you add that, then you can sponsor a piece of this ship.
They're basically crowdfunding the construction of the ship. So as you can see, 40 euros buys 12,000 nails. If you really feel generous, you can buy them a keel or something like that, so.
Now we head to sea.
Actually, we're just going to a bar. It's over here, so just gonna do a nice little scenic tour and then go from here. Cheers, man. I know, what a day. It's been a long day, but a fun day. This village, to me, I feel like when you come in through the harbor, it's like entering Lord of the Rings, like some elven village, and there's just like this huge tower, and then you got the whole village is right along the coast. It's super beautiful.
I usually dork out about things that remind me of Lord of the Rings, but to have you do it means that it's gotta be a very special place.
For sure. We've seen so much today, just like everything from how the Bay of Biscay was the first place Basques went in the ocean. They went hunting for whales. The whales brought them to Scandinavia and Iceland, where they learned how to fish codfish, which they could salt and last longer journeys over the ocean, all the way to Newfoundland.
And then they brought it back here
and learned how to make great food.
Make amazing food. This part of the Basque Country is incredible. One of our favorite little corners. And we've had an awesome time showing you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe to Vagabrothers for new travel videos every week.
And stay tuned because the road trip through the Basque Country continues.
In the meantime, remember, stay curious, keep exploring, and we'll see you guys on the road.